What's going on, y'all? Back to another day of pallet cabin time. So it's finally fall. I mean, look around. Seasons are changing. Been getting a lot of rain, a lot of these cloudy days, so we gotta do it or it's not gonna get done. The time is now.
The time is of the essence.
So let me show you, sorry, I'm like half an edible deep right now, so bear with me. Let me show you what I've already done, what we're gonna do today, and why today's job is kind of a pain in my butt due to my own actions and lack of pre-planning. Shall we? First, everybody say hi to Tara. Hi, Tar. For those of you that have been asking, this is my dog. Her name is Katara, but we call her Tar. All right, so we've been working on the corners here. That's been the main job, trying to get these guys all sealed up. And you can see it's looking pretty good. There's not a lot of entry points into the shingles anymore. And if there are gaps, they're pretty small. I went ahead and finished the other 3 corners. This one's a little bit different because, I don't know. I just didn't want to tear all these shingles off and they were already pretty good. So this one's the only one that turned out a little unusual. But this one's done and that one's done too. The last thing we have to do is close up this soffit here so we can add our last pieces of trim and everything will be sealed up. So that brings me to the job I've been dreading, which is closing up the soffits underneath the roof. I think that's what they're called. Somebody commented that that's what they're called. So tell me if I'm sounding like a dummy. But basically we just need to grab a bunch of pallet boards and cover up the bottom of this so that animals don't get in there and it keeps the wind from sweeping up through. I don't know, it just seems like a good thing to do. Here we are back on the other side and you can see I've already covered this one up and I figured out a system of how to do it, but it is a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Jake, that looks so easy. It's not a pain in the butt. You're a dummy.
Well, let me just show you what I did to myself that makes this job particularly tedious. So first, I have to remove every single one of these boards all the way down because I didn't actually place them high enough up and they just look weird. They're like sagging 2 inches under the roof. So those have to be pulled off. Then we get to do the other part. The really annoying thing is that I placed each of my roof rafters at different intervals for some reason. I don't remember why. There was probably a reason. And because of that, I have to cut each section individually and work my way down. Sometimes I have to do blocking. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Because I'm using pallet boards for everything, and these are all exactly 40 inches long, if I'd been smart, I would have placed my rafters at 20 inches on center so I could just place these up one after another. But I didn't do that. So now I get to measure. I love measuring.
What's up, dirt babies? I just wanted to hijack this video for a second and talk about today's sponsor, which is me. There's no actual sponsor for today's video. I just wanted to get in here and plug my Patreon for a second. The reason I'm trying to transition more towards Patreon is so that I can get away from doing as many brand deals or worrying about needing to go viral all the time just to make ends meet. And I want to give a big shout out to everybody that's already signed on, even though there's not a ton going on there yet. Really appreciate you guys hopping on early and supporting me in these beginning phases of my YouTube content development. That being said, there is not nothing on my Patreon. If you sign up right now, it's $5 a month and you get access to a private Discord community where we do have a couple regulars now sharing our builds, our ideas, and I've already pulled some inspiration from that, so that's been pretty cool. I also, just last week, completely pulled my music off of all streaming platforms because honestly, fuck Spotify and fuck those guys. They pay artists too little and it's just not fucking worth it. Instead, if you sign up for my Patreon, you can download literally every single song I've ever made in 3 different file formats with a lyric sheet, with the album art. Everything's preloaded. If you put it in a music playing platform, it should populate and look good like a professional album, I hope. And all of my future music releases will be coming through Patreon as well. Honestly, guys, I did the math. If you even sign up for one 5-month sub, download all of my songs and cancel, that's still the same as streaming platforms paying me for 1,500 streams. So it's worth it regardless. Do whatever you want with them. I know not everybody cares about my music, but for those of you that do, that's an option. Beyond that, I'm working on some exclusive builds, and I'm also working on adding some more value and fun things to Patreon. If you have any ideas or things that would motivate you to get over there and sign up and join my community, let me know, because I'm always looking for feedback. Okay, let's get back into the build.
Okay, that really wasn't so bad. Classic ADD overwhelm strikes again. Ugh. All that's left to do is put this last piece of trim on here and on the other side and call it a day. Be right back. Lost my pencil. There it is. Oh, found it. We did it, guys. That wasn't so bad. I kind of want to stop here, but I think for posterity's sake, I'm gonna come back through and add one more line of shingles along the top just to close up that last little gap, make it all look a little more finished. So, last job of the day, let's do it. All right, guys, that's it for today. So close. We're actually getting it done. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just be able to move on from the exterior and focus on the inside and not have to think anymore about all these freaking little random holes I gotta cover up. Another day in the pallet world, pallet cabin. We're getting it done. It's working. All right. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Soon I'm gonna be putting the wool up in the ceiling. That's happening this week, so we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.